Hello Libras, so this is your love reading for June 2018. Okay, so this is a general reading, so it may not apply to all of you guys. Setting the intention, whoever needs to hear a message most. I hope that the cards give us some meaningful insight. Okay, and if you'd like a private reading, you can contact me. I left the information below. Alright, so Libras. June. Okay. We have the Moon card, or the past lives, the Hangman, a new vision, the Queen of Swords, the change or the fortune, and 10 of Pentacles. We have the World. Alright, so with this past lives, or the Moon card, there's this uncertainty of what is coming. There's this maybe patterns that are repeating, and you're facing again some problems that you faced before, and it's like repeating pattern. But I think that no, it comes to some sort of finality, this pattern that you've been facing, this pattern that you that kept happening for you guys, some of you guys, and it's left you right now. You're in a moment where you're shifting your vision, this new vision, or the Hangman. You're not really taking a decision right now. You just let it sink in, and you're maybe some sort of change has happened where you're somehow this time it came in such a way that it allowed you to see things from a different perspective this time, and you're seeing maybe for the first time things from a different perspective. And this time is a change. This time is a change within you. It's like you're changing, you know, on a more profound level. You're dealing with this partner, King of Swords, with someone who is they don't have an open heart. There's this harsh energy, this constricted, harsh energy from them, inability to open up, inability to accept. They're confined within their own limitations. And maybe has been something that kept happening to you, and this time for some reason it has a more profound effect on you. And I think it's something that is out of your control. It's not something that you can do right now with this fortune, this change. Things are shifting. I feel like it's meant to be with this past life and this fortune. I think like it's, and the 10 of Pentacles, 10 sometimes means finality, ending of a cycle. So I feel like it's a pattern that kept happening, and right now it's coming to some sort of complete circle, something like this. See, it's like we have circles, two circles, and this is like a pattern that keeps repeating again and again and again. Past lives, see, from one to the other to the one, it forms this repeating patterns. And so this also has like a the sense of karma. This is being karma. It's a karmic thing. But I feel like now it's coming to a completion. Now it's coming to a circle. See this, like circles the world. Now it's coming to an end, and you're finally, I think, integrating this, and you're emerging as a new person from this. The new vision, the hangman, you've changed from this. It's like a new man. This is the old you. I don't know if you can see this figure here. This old you, you're leaving that behind. This like a new birth, a new person, a new understanding, a new vision, a new idea. Things have shifted. So I feel like right now some of you guys have reached a point of your evolution when you're changing on a profound level, and you're leaving behind certain patterns that have to do. I'll draw more cards to get a more clue on exactly what is this about. Because we had this, the king of this queen of swords, that you've dealt with people that are not open to you, that are not this like strict mentality and strict this confinement, this harshness, this, and you've been dealing with this again and again and again, but now finally you're understanding something, and you're letting it sink in, and you're somehow emerging as a new person from this, with a new awareness and a new understanding on how things are and what you need to do. And this, what is happening now, I think it's a karmic thing. From both these cards I get this feeling of karma. It's a karmic thing. Now it's the time for this to complete, for you to understand something and to complete it and to integrate it and then leave it. So let me just want to see what's the pattern, what's going on. What's the pattern? Let me see. Does our relationship spread now? When you've been supportive, and others when you've given something, and when others didn't. So yeah, again, swords. You've been supportive. You've been like, this is a pattern. This is the pattern that maybe kept repeating. Like you have openness with that person. When I see this King of Pentacles still like with this open shirt here, like it has an open heart and it's ready to offer support, and you're being there, and you're. But then on the other side, you've always dealt with people that are not able to do the same for you, that are not able to give you the same support, that are not able to be as open as you are. They're being stuck for whatever reason. They have been stuck. Their inability to give you something, it just doesn't pass to you. So you didn't get to feel the same support that you give others. You didn't get to have them be open as you are open to them. And this has, you've been left somehow isolated, like alone. The Hermit card, the solitude, it made you feel like you're not supported. Like you're the one that gives. You're always, and you're kind of lonely, and this is like you're not receiving. You're giving, you're giving, you're giving, you're not receiving. And it's left you feel disconnected from everyone else. Although you're willing to give, but I don't know, these experiences have come into your life because it's a karmic cycle. And not only that, you have to complete this lesson to learn and to grow from it. And somehow now I feel like you've finally let things sink in, and you watched with a more detached, you watch this experience, what is happening right now, with a more detached view somehow. And you're just let it sink in and have the like a deeper understanding on why things are like this and what you need to do. And this is about you growing. You these experiences not only are karmic cycle that had to happen, but they're also supporting you in your evolution and in your growth. You're growing, you're learning. Okay, let me do one more spread. The adventure, learning, you're growing. Yeah, understanding. You felt stuck there for a while. And it is about the love, giving love and be open, remaining open. Okay, so it's a lesson for you to not remain stuck. You finally, this understanding, the Page of Cups. You don't have to be stuck somewhere. You don't have to remain. See this cage? Actually, it has no door, so you don't have to stay there. You can fly at any time. You don't have to hold yourself prisoner for whatever reason. You felt like you were stuck. You could not see anything good in the situation. That you felt stuck and unable to get out of that situation and trapped. And but now you're finally breaking free from that. You're finally releasing yourself from that confinement. You finally understand. You finally, it has taught you a lesson. It has taught you something that, so whatever happened right now, this experience, it has taught you that you don't need to be stuck there anymore. It somehow freed you. And it has to do with also with you being supportive and open. Like you don't, because sometimes when people have bad experiences, the result of that is them closing themselves, closing their hearts, being resentful, and have this kind of attitude. And you're learning that you don't need to be like that. You don't need to learn, like, you should always have an open heart. You should always be generous with your love and open, and always share what you have. You don't have to close it in. So I think like this is like the lesson that you've learned. Like you don't need to change yourself. You don't need to, just because people don't give something back to you, you don't need to close your heart and be resentful and anything like this. So you somehow you're freed from this. Let me see. So it's like you're free from this situation now. You don't have to be stuck in this type of relationship where you're only giving but you're not receiving. And it has taught you that you can give, like you can be generous with your love, but you don't have to close yourself in a place if you don't have to. You don't have to get stuck in a place where you don't have to be. Like you don't have to allow yourself to be in a relationship where you're not receiving. It's like you've closed yourself. It's like you keep insisting to get love from someone that couldn't, was blocked. And you don't need to be there. You don't have to be there. So I feel like you finally learned this lesson. You've let it sink in, and you're now freeing yourself. It's liberating. Like you don't have to be stuck there. You don't have to hold yourself there. And there's a potential. So it's like there's a lot of love in you. You can share this love with someone else. You don't need to be stuck in a place where you're not receiving. And the pattern was this, like you've always been caught in a relationship where you didn't receive, where they couldn't give you back love and support, and somehow you insisted to be there. Like you didn't allow yourself to how to say this, yeah, like you insisted in a relationship where they couldn't give something. But I feel like it wasn't necessarily your fault, because it's a karmic thing with that, like past life, the patterns, and then the fortune, the change, that it's out of your control. It's like you had to go through these experiences where you didn't receive because you needed to complete karmic cycle, and also you needed this lesson for your soul's evolution, to have like a deeper understanding. And right now I think that the understanding of this is that you don't need to be stuck there. You don't need to insist. You don't need to hold yourself back. In the sense, like not insisting to be in a relationship where you see that it's clearly it's not gonna, your needs are not met. So you're no longer, maybe you're now learning that you no longer have to insist in being in that place, in being in that relationship. Now let's do one for the future. What's in the future? Because let's see, because with that 10 of Pentacles, it was like some sort of a completion, maybe. The cycle ended. But let's see, the blossoming, postponing, it will take a time. So it will take a time. Maybe you'll still feel resentment towards this, like whatever happened towards these people. It will take time, but it will happen. Like it will, you will blossom. This is the Queen of Pentacles. You will blossom, but it may take a little bit of time. This Four of Swords. It's not gonna happen all of a sudden. You're now reaching some sort of breakthrough, some realizations, but and new understandings. But it's still, it will take a time for you to manage to deal with your feelings because you're I think feeling resentful, feeling angry of why things are like this, and it's like you're still insisting a little bit in remaining. See, this eyes are five in the cold, lift five in the cold, five of pentacles out in the cold, like feeling like your needs are not met and you're angry of this, and it will take a while for you to integrate whatever this was. Like, you don't need to rush yourself. It's okay, take it easy, one step at a time. Just like gain awareness and try to deal with things slowly. But I feel like you'll get there. There's a new beginning, there's maturity, Ace of Pentacles, and yeah, so it will be okay. It will be good. It's gonna take a while for you to deal with certain feelings, certain resentment, sort of. You need to integrate that. But I feel like it's coming to an end. Let's see. Let's do our next relationship or next like people you're gonna deal with. What can you expect? So yeah, it's not a sudden change and you snap of a finger and the next day you're different. It's not like that. It will happen gradually. You'll still have to deal with some resentment and some anger and still feel left out in the cold, and but I feel like it will be okay. Eventually you'll balance that out. See this out in the cold. New vision. Yeah, it's telling you that you'll grow out of this. You'll heal this out in the cold mentality, like where your needs are not met, when you feel like you're like poor, you're not receiving what you need, you're not where you need to be. And the thing is that you needed this experience. It was needed for your evolution somehow, and things will change in your relationship. It will be a different thing. We have the Hangman, new vision. Again, the completion, it's completing this, and you'll need to leave whatever experiences you had behind, because it's a new beginning, it's a new vision, it's a new, so like in the future it will be different. You're not gonna find the same, you're not gonna have to deal with the same pattern. Like something has shifted now. It's not gonna, as I said, it's not gonna be on a snap of a finger and you're changed tomorrow. You're still gonna have to deal with this out in the cold mentality and feeling like your needs are met and have resentments and frustrations. But gradually you will heal that and things will be different, because I feel like this is like the ending of a cycle. You've learned your lesson, and also it's like the karma, somehow it's completed, and it's gonna be better in the future. So I feel like the next relationships, or in the next, it will be different. It's not gonna carry the same pattern, the same karmic pattern that is you've had before. Okay, so this was the reading. If you resonated with this and it helped you, I'm glad. And if not, then it's okay. Maybe it wasn't for you. Maybe next time I have a message for you. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.